And good evening, my little crafting monsters. How's everybody doing today? So today's video is going to be a continuation of our graduation lays out that we did on a previous video. We're going to go ahead and finish that up. So this is the lay that we worked on, and we're going to go ahead and finish putting the butterflies onto the lay. So I'm going to go ahead and teach you guys how to make these butterflies out of $2. So this is what we're going to be doing today. And so let's get started. What we will need is we will need money. They don't have to be super crisp and clean and brand new, but if you prefer that, then go ahead and get them crisp and brand new. But these for me will do because they'll get a nice crease. We are also going to need wire. So we have this wire. I picked this up at the Dollar Tree, and I like this because it's not so hard that I cannot manipulate with my hands. We're going to need beads. These are the same beads that we used on the previous video to make the graduation lay, if you guys remember. These are the beads that I purchased at Walmart, and these are the beads that we're going to need for the butterfly. This is going to be basically the little head part of the butterfly. Okay, we're also going to need string. This is I don't know if this is considered string because it feels like string, but it was in the yarn section for crocheting, so I don't know if it's considered yarn. So maybe it's a very, very thin yarn. We're just gonna call it super thin yarn. So you need this. This is the same one that I used on the previous video on the graduation lay to tie the flowers, if you guys remember. This was also purchased at Walmart. I really don't remember how much it cost. I think it was like $3 or $4, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been cheaper, I'm not sure. But this has really lasted me a long time. I use this on so many projects. I use this to hold little tiny banners if I'm gonna do like on a photo album, or if I'm gonna do it on a card or anything like that. I use this to string so many things. Because it's just sturdy. I mean, like, it's strong. It really is that strong, and it's thin, so it works. Okay, you will need some wire cutters. You're gonna need some scissors. You will need some pliers. I use these kind of pliers. I have no idea what they're called, but they are pretty pointy. So I use those, and tweezers. These are the tweezers that I told you guys. You guys could purchase these on eBay. These are dental tweezers. These are basically super amazing because they are designed to pick up small little items. Just think of it like when the dentist is suturing, they pick up that little suture, and so they're designed to pick up so many little things, and this is why they're perfect in the crafting world as well. So you can pick these up on eBay. They're like about $2 a piece, $1 something a piece, $2. I got a pack for about $7, and I think I got 6 of them. If you have crafting friends, just pass them around. Trust me, they work so good. I love these. These are like my second set of hands, or fingers, I should say. All right, so let's get started. So we need the $2 to make one butterfly. Okay, and we're gonna need the wire. So let's start with the folding part. Watch, I'm gonna show you with one of the butterflies. I'll have him right here. So to do, and I'm just gonna say this now, I'm not perfect at folding. Like, I'm not origami kind of a master, so this is just the way I fold it. So this is the way I'm going to start. So on this, we're going to do the top wings. So on that one, what we're going to do is, because I want this dollar bill to be facing this way, I'm going to turn this around, and I'm going to meet these two corners together so it forms a triangle. And I'm gonna kind of overlap it. And like I said, I'm not too worried about this being super straight or whatever, because I'm just not like that. So we're gonna turn this around and do the same thing on this side. We're gonna go ahead and meet the corners together. Meet them together and then just fold them. Okay. Then I'm gonna use the frame of the dollar. I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna fold it inwards. Okay, so I'm gonna fold it like this. And this is the step to the beginning of folding it accordion style or fan style, whichever term you guys use. I use accordion style. So we're gonna fold this accordion style, flip it, go down. And like I said, I'm not really too worried about making this super perfect. Trust me, they're gonna look gorgeous on the leis or on anything that you use this for. People are not even gonna notice. They're gonna be so amazed about the fact that it's a little butterfly made out of dollars, made out of money. That's all they're gonna care. They're not even gonna care that it's all symmetrically aligned or whatever. Then I fold it in half. And there you have the top of the wings. Now for the bottom part, it's gonna be folded a little bit different. We're gonna actually fold it the short part. And so I like to use, again, the frame of the dollar. I'm gonna fold it inwards right at the line. So fold it inwards like that. Then you're gonna flip him and start folding accordion style, using the end of this part of the dollar as your guide, just to try to get them the same size. But like I said, if they're not, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Nobody's gonna notice. The only one that's gonna really know is gonna be you, because I can assure you that anybody that you give this lei to is not gonna be like, oh my God, did you totally see those butterflies? They were like so crooked. I cannot believe that they put those butterflies on that lei. Yeah, that's not what they're gonna be saying. They're gonna be like, money, yeah. They're already gonna know what they're gonna spend that money on, trust me. So anyway, so you continue to fold and fold. Okay, I'm trying to do this fast too because I don't want to take too long on this video. And then once we got all this folded, then we're gonna fold him in half. Same way we did the top ones. And there you have the bottom. So do you see where we're going with this, guys? Yeah, you do. So then this is where the wire comes in. I cut these at 10 inches and that's just what worked for me. Sometimes I cut them a little bit shorter depending when I twist them, if one is a little longer than the other, because that totally bugs me. And so, I mean, like I said, I don't do extreme perfect, but I also don't want it to be like completely off. So at this point, like I said, this is cut to 10 inches. So I cut all of them. What I like to do is when I'm gonna do a project and I know that I have to do several of them, not just one, I like to do something what I call like assembly style. So what I'll do is, like, for instance, I will cut all the wires. If we're doing 10 butterflies, we're gonna cut all 10 wires. And then I'm gonna cut all 10 strings. And then I'm gonna count all 10 beads. And I'm gonna have everything ready. Kind of like when you're cooking and you're getting all of your ingredients. Everything is in their little bowl, and you just start throwing all your ingredients together when you're cooking. So the same thing goes for when you're crafting. That's gonna make your life a lot easier. Trust me, guys. Trust me. It's gonna make your life so much easier. So get all your things together, and then when you're actually putting them together, what I like to do is I'll fold all the dollars exactly the way they need to be folded, and then I'll put the wire on all of all the butterflies, and then I insert the little heads on all of them, and then I bend the antennas, and then I insert the little strings, and that's the process I go like in assembly style is what I call it. Okay, so we're gonna get the wire, we're gonna get the bottom part of the butterfly, and we're gonna kind of like eyeball it. Okay, so I think that's kind of center, but like I said, if it's off, it's okay, because we're gonna cut off the excess. Then I'm gonna get the butterfly and I'm gonna put it with the wings going towards the bottom, only because this is gonna be a lot easier for us to hold. This is the part where you have to remember which part you want your butterfly to be facing. So if I want this facing up, then I want all of the folds and the face of the dollar that I wanted to be the front facing this way. Then this string is not really that hard to manipulate with your hand. It's really like, it's soft. So if I get my finger and I kind of run it through, did you see how I bent that? I just bent it really easy. I just bent it because I wanted these two wires together, because this is going to be basically the front of the butterfly. At this point, this is where you're going to need your little handy pliers. You grab the two wires together, and then we're going to give it, whoa, this little guy is fighting me. So we're going to give it a few twists. We're going to give it enough twist to where it's going to secure the dollars. And we're not going to really worry if this looks ugly, because we're going to hide it with the bead. This is, you don't want to twist too high, because you don't want that to be, exposed. You want it to be hidden with your little bead. Then you get your bead, and then you're going to put it in through, put the wire in through the hose. And we're going to separate the two wires and start forming the antenna. Now, I don't know how to fold wire. I'm not a wire expert. There are people who craft, who do amazing work with bending wires and making some beautiful masterpieces, but I'm not one of those people. My little antennas are gonna be kind of wonky and sort of, I don't know, kind of just wonky. So then I'm gonna get my pliers and I'm gonna carefully start kind of turning this. See, I've already kind of dinked it right there, so I set myself up for failure right there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna admit it head first. I messed up. So we're gonna kind of like twist it to where it kind of looks like a little antenna, kind of like that. It's not gonna be perfect, because nature is just like that. Just like humans, even butterflies have little imperfections. So we're gonna twist it. I hope I keep in frame. See? And that's my little wonky antennas. Oh, poor little guy. He looks like he's been flying all day long, and he is super tired, so tired that his antennas are crooked. So that's what we're gonna say. And then we just spread out the dollars, the top of his little wings, spread out the bottom like this. And there, ladies and gentlemen, you have your little butterfly. So then after we get the butterfly, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get our string, okay? And then this is where your tweezers are gonna come in handy. And sometimes you're going to tighten this wire too tight to where you don't leave no space in here. This is when I like to put in the wires, and I like to kind of move a little bit of space. Then I grab a string and I'll put it in through the wire, and then there you go. Voila. You now are ready to attach him or her onto your lei. So then, for the sake of the video, I've already stringed these butterflies. Each lei is gonna have 5 butterflies. And so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys how I attach these now. So at this point, you have to look and see where you want to arrange your butterflies depending on how many you're going to put on. So like I said, there's going to be 5 on here, so we're going to go ahead and place some. I'm going to place, obviously I've already placed 2 here, so I'm going to put 2 more going this way, and then this one going right here in the center, right in the middle. So that's the way we're going to attach them. And so the way we're going to do that is we're going to go ahead and grab the string, Okay, we're gonna go in between the two flowers, right where the candy is, right in between the two flowers. Turn this around. Don't worry, your flowers will be okay. And then we're gonna tie a knot. Tie a pretty good knot. I like to do it 2-3 times just so that it's secure. Then you're gonna get your little scissors and then you're going to cut the excess string because you don't want that dangling. And then put your butterfly in front of your flowers because that's the whole idea. Just fix them. So then we're gonna go ahead and do that one more time. So we grab the string on our butterflies that we just did, and we're going to tie this in between the candy. Go ahead and turn this around. Whoa. This little guy is fighting me too. So we tie a knot. And then we cut off the excess. See? There we have it. The two. Now let's go ahead and tie the last one, which is the one over here on the bottom. We're gonna, of course, the last one is giving me a hard time. I can't separate the string. Okay, so we're gonna go, this one I'm gonna put it right here. We're gonna turn it. Cut the excess. There we go. Kind of messed up this little flower, but it's okay. We could fix it. There you go. So now we put the dollar bill butterflies on to the lei, and this is the finished product. So then all we have to do is just attach it on the second lei and we are completely done. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you guys for watching so much. Hit that subscribe button and that like button and stay tuned for some more videos.